August 2nd. I'm seeing the fight lose steam, but the habit is still there. You stopped arguing out loud. You did not stop arguing in your head. That is the difference today. Five of Swords reversed. This card is about ending the need to win, and the reversal says the damage is already tired of being fed. You already sent the text, or you almost did, then deleted the sharp part. You left the group chat. You muted the thread. You let the petty things sit there without touching it. That is the move, not another round, not another explanation, not another attempt to prove you were right after the moment has already passed. Five of Swords reversed. You need repair, not victory. Actually, no, you need to stop treating silence like punishment when it is really restraint. If you owe an apology, send it first. If you started the mess, own it clean. If somebody is baiting you, let them talk to themselves. Don't lie to yourself and call it closure when you are just waiting for the perfect comeback. That perfect comeback is the trap. The ego wants one more line. The peace path wants you to put the phone down. Death, this card is the ending that clears the room. Death is not asking you to decorate the old moment. It is asking you to close it. You kept reopening the same conversation, the same situation, the same identity where you had to be the one who never blinked. That version is done. Pack it away. Delete the thread. Remove the screenshot. Stop checking what they said after you already decided to move on. I'm seeing a clean break here, and it is not dramatic. It is practical. It is final enough to make space. Death, you are not losing yourself. You are dropping what cannot travel with you. Let the old role fall off. Let the old pride fall off. Let the old story about who had power fall off. If you keep trying to preserve what is already gone, you stay stuck in the doorway. And you know it. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, staring at the same closed door like it might open because you want it to. It will not move. Two of Pentacles, this card is the balancing act, and the reversal of chaos is not calm, it is prioritizing. You have bills, messages, work, and emotions all asking for attention at once. You cannot hold all of it at full volume. Something has to get scheduled. Something has to wait. Something has to be handled one thing at a time. The Two of Pentacles says stop pretending you can sustain this pace forever. You cannot. Nobody can. Two of Pentacles, root of the day, answer the practical thing first. Then deal with the feeling. Then deal with the leftover noise. If you try to juggle everything, you drop everything. If you keep calling business progress, you burn out and still stay behind. This is the chapter where the conflict loses its grip because you stop feeding it, and the avoidance loses its grip because You stop hiding behind motion. Balance is not doing more. Balance is choosing what matters right now. Aries, August 2nd. This is not asking you to keep fighting. It is asking you to stop feeding the thing that already expired. Five of Swords reversed. This card is about ending the argument, and the reverse placement says the ego is finally tired. I'm seeing you not send the next text. You read it. You delete it. You let the group chat die instead of jumping back in to prove you were right. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. Five of Swords reversed is not about losing. It is about choosing peace when winning would cost you more damage. You already know who needs the apology first. You already know where your pride made a mess. Send the clean message. No speech-ips. No reopening old wounds just to feel powerful for 10 minutes. Eight of Cups reversed. This card is showing the part where you keep checking the same dead end situation because it feels familiar. The reversed Eight of Cups is saying you have stayed long enough. You kept telling yourself later, later to leave, later to decide. Later to admit it is draining you because this is specific. You are not confused. You are attached. You keep returning to what is empty because leaving would mean facing the truth. Familiar is not safe. Familiar is just known. Name the thing that is no longer feeding you. Name the conversation that goes nowhere. Name the habit that keeps you stuck. Then take one honest step away. Death, this card is the clean ending, not dramatic, necessary. Death says the old version of you cannot come with you into the next room. And if you keep trying to preserve it, you are only delaying the relief. I'm seeing a thread get deleted. I'm seeing something packed away. I'm seeing you stop reopening a moment that has already closed. This is not punishment. This is clearing. The old identity, the old grudge, the old way of carrying it all, it is done. Let it fall. Trust that what leaves is making room for what fits now. You do not need to mourn forever to prove it mattered. Two of Pentacles. This card is the practical part of the moment. Now that the conflict is cooling and the dead weight is leaving, you have to juggle the real world without falling apart. Bills, schedule, energy, emotions, all at once. The Two of Pentacles says reorder the list. Do one thing at a time. Stop pretending you can sustain chaos forever, because this matters. Busy is not the same as balance. If you keep overcommitting, you will burn out and call it resilience. You are being asked to adapt, not to perform endless survival. Keep your center. Move the pieces. Let one responsibility drop if it has to. The point is not to hold everything. The point is to hold what actually belongs to you. August 2nd for Aries. The pressure is not coming from nowhere. It is coming from the thing you keep circling. Five of Swords reversed. The Five of Swords reversed is the moment the argument gets tired. The Five of Swords reversed says, stop trying to win the group chat. Stop replaying the same text thread. Stop making the point one more time just to prove you can. You already know where the damage is. You know who got sharp first. So send the apology text first if you need to, or let the petty fight die without a final speech. Do not reopen what was finally cooling off. Eight of Cups reversed. The Eight of Cups reversed is the part where you keep checking the dead end situation again. The Eight of Cups reversed shows you staying because it is familiar, not because it is feeding you. You keep saying later. You keep saying after this week. You keep saying one more try, and then you sit in the same draining dynamic again. Actually, no, that is not loyalty. That is delay dressed up like strength. Name what is not working. Look at it straight. Then move one step. Two of Swords reversed. The Two of Swords reversed means the truth is no longer staying quiet for you. The Two of Swords reversed is the message you read 10 times, the conversation you can feel coming, the choice you keep trying to hold off by pretending both options can live forever. They cannot. You knew this already. The split is burning your attention. Make the uncomfortable call. Stop acting neutral when your body already picked a side. Death is the clean ending in the middle of the mess. Death is the thread getting deleted. Death is the old identity falling off because it cannot come with you anymore. Because this is not punishment. This is clearing. The role you kept wearing is done. The pattern you kept defending is done. The moment you kept reopening is done. Let it end without dragging it through one more emotional round of bargaining. Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is where the practical life starts asking for a real order. The Two of Pentacles says you cannot keep juggling bills, emotions, schedules, and somebody else's chaos all at once. Put one thing down, then pick up the next thing. Rooter the calendar. Rooter the budget, rooter day. Do not confuse being busy with being stable. Do not confuse holding everything together with actually moving forward. So for Aries, the story is simple. Drop the fight. Stop feeding the dead thing. Face the choice. Let the ending happen. Then balance what is left with your hands on the actual facts, not on the fantasy of keeping everything unchanged. Aries, August 2nd. This is where the pressure stops pretending. You know what's dead already. Now you have to move like you mean it. Five of Swords, reverse. This card is the apology text first. The group chat stops. The petty back and forth dies here. You are not here to win the argument anymore. You are here to repair the damage or at least stop making it worse. Actually, no, this is bigger than pride. Five of Swords reversed says drop the need to be right if being right is costing you peace. If you started the fight, own it. If you kept it alive, let it go. Eight of Cups reversed. This card is the part where you keep checking the same dead end situation because it feels familiar. You tell yourself you'll leave later, then later never comes. I'm seeing you staying too long, not because it's good, because it's known. Eight of Cups reversed is a hard look at what is no longer fulfilling. Stop romanticizing the drain. Stop calling it loyalty when it's really fear of change. Take one honest step forward, even if it's small, even if you hate it. Two of Swords reversed. This card is the pressure point. The message has been read. The conversation has been avoided. The choice has been sitting there staring back at you. Two of Swords reversed means denial is cracking now. You cannot keep both options alive forever. You cannot stay neutral and call it wisdom. Face the facts. Make the uncomfortable call. The truth is not waiting politely anymore. Knight of Swords, this card brings the speed. The decision gets a voice. The truth gets said out loud. Knight of Swords is the decisive email, the direct call, the hard sentence you stop rehearsing in your head and finally speak. Because this is not about charging in blind. It is about moving on the truth you have, clean, fast, clear, say what needs saying. Stop circling it. Death, this card is the ending that clears the path. Death is not asking permission. Death is the old identity falling off. The thread gets deleted. The drawer gets cleaned out. The moment you kept reopening finally closes. Let me rephrase that. Death is not loss for the sake of loss. It is the necessary cut that makes room for what can actually live. Stop trying to preserve what is already gone. Two of Pentacles, this card is the practical reset after the emotional break. Bills, schedule, messages, energy, everything is moving at once and you do not get to juggle it all by force. Two of Pentacles says reorder priorities. One thing at a time. Do not overcommit because you are scared of the silence. Do not call burnout balance. This is where you adapt without losing your center. Keep it simple. Keep it moving. Keep your hands on what matters now. This moment is the turning point. Clarity comes through action. And the ending, as hard as it is the thing that finally makes the next step possible. August 2nd, Aries. And I'm seeing the pressure shift fast. Not because everything gets easy. Because you stop pretending the old pattern still has life in it. Five of Swords reversed. This reversal is about dropping the need to win. Five of Swords reversed wants the apology text sent first. It wants the group chat to die. It wants you to stop reopening the same petty fight just to prove you were right. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. This is not weakness. This is you choosing peace because the damage is already loud enough. 8 of Cups reversed. 8 of Cups reversed shows you staying one day too long than another. 8 of Cups reversed is the familiar drain. The same dead-end check-in. The same maybe later that turns into never. Something is not fulfilling you, and you keep calling it loyalty because leaving feels uncomfortable. Familiar is not the same thing as safe. Two of Swords reversed. 2 of Swords reversed is where denial cracks. 2 of Swords reversed makes the message impossible to unread. The conversation you kept avoiding is now sitting in front of you. The choice is not floating anymore. It is here. Hold on. This is the part where you stop splitting your attention and face the facts directly. No more pretending you do not know. Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords moves like a decision finally waking up. Knight of Swords is the call you make, the email you send, the hard thing you say out loud, because dragging it out is costing you more than the truth would. I'm seeing you get very direct. Very plain, no decoration. No softening the point until it disappears. Just clean communication and forward motion. Ten of Swords. 10 of Swords is the end that cannot be negotiated. 10 of Swords means the structure is already down. The job that broke your spirit, the relationship that cannot be revived, the version of the situation you kept trying to resurrect is finished. Let it be finished. Do not force a restart just because the ending hurts. Pain does not mean the thing is still alive. Death. Death is the necessary clearing. Death is not only loss. Death is the old identity falling off your shoulders because it does not fit the next moment. This is deleting the thread. Packing away what no longer belongs. Closing the door you kept reopening. And yes, that can sting. But the sting is part of the release. Do not cling to what is already gone and call it devotion. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles brings the practical reset after the emotional cut. 2 of Pentacles is you juggling bills, time, and feelings at once. This is where you reorder priorities and stop trying to hold 2 lives together with one tired hand. One thing at a time, that is the move, not chaos, not overcommitment, just balance on purpose. So the moment is clear. Aries, the truth arrives because you act. You stop arguing with what is over. You make the call. You let the ending complete itself. Then you rebalance the real world around that truth. That is the turning point. Not more waiting, not more proving, just release clarity. And the next step, Aries, August 2nd. And yeah, this is the chapter where the pressure finally stops pretending. You have been holding too many things at once, and the whole thing is starting to crack in your hands, just like what named as what had to break to free you. 5 of Swords reversed. This card is about ending the fight, and 5 of Swords reversed is showing me you are done feeding a battle that never paid you back. You stopped replying to the bait. You let the petty argument die. You may even be the one sending the apology text first, not because you lost, but because you are tired of carrying pride like a weapon. Actually, no, this is not about surrender. It is about choosing peace over proving a point. 8 of Cups reversed. 8 of Cups reversed is the part where staying too long starts to cost you more than leaving would. I'm seeing you checking the same dead end situation again, telling yourself there is still something there, when really you are just scared of the change. You know this already. You have been calling it loyalty, but it has started to look like emotional parking, the same pull back into the place you keep returning to. Let me rephrase that. You have been standing in one place because moving would force the truth. 2 of Swords reversed. 2 of Swords reversed means the denial is breaking. The message keeps getting reread. The conversation you have been avoiding is now sitting right in front of you. And it is the truth you already know refusing to stay buried. There is no clean way to keep both options alive anymore. You cannot keep pretending not to know. The choice is pressing in, and the more you stall, the louder it gets. So face the facts directly, not later. Now, Knight of Swords brings the move. The call gets made, the email gets sent, the hard thing gets said out loud, plain and direct. This is not about drama. It is about speed with purpose. You act on the truth you actually have, not the fantasy you wish would save the situation. Because this is the moment where your clarity starts cutting through the noise. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is the finality. The thing that already broke does not need another resurrection attempt. The relationship, the job, the dynamic, whatever it is, has hit the point where forcing a restart would only reopen the wound. 10 of Swords says, let the ending be complete. Stop trying to make a dead thing breathe. That sounds harsh, but it is mercy. It clears the floor. Death follows that ending and says the old shape cannot come with you. The thread gets deleted, the box gets packed. The moment you kept reopening finally closes. This is not just loss. This is transformation. Something new is shedding. Something expired is falling away. And yes, it can feel like grief while it is happening. But what ends now makes room for what can finally live. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is where you learn to rebalance after the collapse. Bills, time, energy, emotions. All of it needs sorting, one thing at a time. Do not pretend you can sustain chaos forever. Do not overcommit because you are trying to prove you are fine. You are not here to juggle everything at once. You are here to reorder priorities and keep your center while the dust settles. So the moment is simple. Release. Rebalance. Move. The old cycle is done. The fight drops. The truth lands. The ending clears the path, and then you get to build from what is real, not from what was already draining you. Okay. That's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.